A special program will be implemented where all importers will have to obtain a certification saying that they have made all payments through banking channels. If payments are made for imports outside this system, then those goods can't be cleared from the customs. That is the aim of this circular. For those who have already placed orders, we have given them 2 weeks until the consignments reach the country, but they won't be able to clear these goods after that. If the liquidity in the banking system increases, then we will be able to resolve the shortage of goods in a short period. Views were also expressed on the International Monetary Fund's debt program aimed at resolving the foreign exchange crisis.
Chinese ambassador journalist ට කතා කරලා කියනවා අපිට පැහැදීමක් නැහැ මෙහෙම debt default කරන්න ගත තීරණය ගැන.
They won't like it when we say that, but we won't repay our debt. When it reaches a certain point, we will repay the debt under new conditions. Until then, we can't pay it. The best solution we have is that an agreement must be reached with the creditors through discussions and start repaying the debt after a moratorium.
So who will be kind of overlooking that? I mean, who will be implementing that?
We will negotiate with them. This now, once we announce that we are going to treat everyone equally, so now our part is done. Then creditors will have to negotiate with us on that basis. If we get some concession from one creditor, we'll expect all the creditors will offer the same concession. Otherwise, it won't happen.
India credit line එක ඉවර වෙලා ඊට පස්සේ අපිට IMF එකේ සහාය ලැබෙනකන් කොහොමද රට පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ?
මේ කාලය තුල
There may be a shortage of goods during this period. There was $1 billion in the Indian credit line. We have used only about 200 or 250 million $. There is about $800 million remaining. There are about $500 million in liabilities to the Asian Clearing Union, which we have deferred. We can use that as well. We are to receive an additional $500 million for fuel imports.
දැන් සාමාන්‍ය මිනිස්සු අහන දේ තමයි අපිට කොච්චර කාලෙකින් IMF එකෙන් මුදල් ලබන පහසුකමකට ඇතුළත් වෙලා පළවෙනි වාරිකය ගන්න කොච්චර කාලයක් ඇයිද කියලා.
I can't provide a definite answer on that, but based on the current progress of talks, we can reach the first agreement in about 2 months. There will be a process running for about 2 or 3 weeks after that. The IMF Executive Board can then approve the first tranche. Journalists also question the central bank governor on the current situation in the banking sector.
There are shortages in lack of foreign currency liquidity in the banking sector at different levels. So state banks are facing higher liquidity shortages, and private banks are also facing a liquidity shortage for a forex liquidity to a certain extent. So that is different from rupee liquidity. That's why I want to give the assurance. And some of the, in terms of rupee liquidity, central bank, as any central bank, our key responsibility under the Monetary Law Act is to provide, we have provisions to provide any amount of liquidity in terms when there's a liquidity shortfalls in the banking system. So I am giving the assurance that in terms of rupee liquidity, either state banks or any banks, we are behind the banks, and we will give that assurance. We will provide any amount of liquidity